home alone tonight. Full moon illuminates my room, in my mind of light. I think I was dreaming of some thoughts that were seemingly possible with you. And so I call you on the tin can phone. We're on the verge, 1:45, but make sure we're alone. Think I found a way for you and I to finally fly free. When we get there, we're gonna fly so far, making sure to laugh while we experience anti-gravity. 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 For years I kept it to myself. Now potentialities abound are living under my shelf. Simply choose your destination from the diamond canopy, and we'll be there. So I call you on the tin can phone. We're on the verge, 1:45, but make sure we're alone. Think I found a way for you and I to finally be free. When we get there, we're gonna fly so far, making sure to laugh while we experience anti-gravity.
yourself. Yo, when the profile is, ooh, you a sexy lady. But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Ooh, I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine. Fine, so fine. Ooh, oh, girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine, oh, mine. Mine, oh, mine. Treasure. That is what you are. Honey, you're my golden star. You know you can make my wish come true. If you let me treasure you. If you let me treasure you. Oh, oh, you, oh, pretty girl, you should be smiling. A girl like you should never look so blue. You're everything I see in my dreams. I wouldn't say that to you if it wasn't true. Oh, wow. I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine. Fine, so fine. Oh, wow. Oh, girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine, oh, mine. Mine, oh, mine. Treasure. That is what you are. Honey, you're my golden star. You make my wish come true. If you let me treasure you. 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 You are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. Yeah, you are treasure. That is what you are. Honey, you're my golden star. You are my treasure. You can make my wish come true. If you let me treasure you. You are my treasure. If you let me treasure you.
When I look back, I see trails on myself. Could have been you, could have been somewhere else. All that I know is I'm leaving that person behind. Ooh. I'm clean, still when I'm so clean. Make me this way, I'm ready to be. Face the nail screen. 'Cause I know that you want me. Can you give me a taste of a life I can lead? Give me a face for the fools to believe. Now I'm changing, coming one of you. I'm clean, still when I'm so clean. Made me this way. I'm ready to be. Face the gas screens. 'Cause I know that you're worth me. This life, it's still life. But I can show you the way. Don't you wanna be like me? Don't you wanna be free? Now I'm the darkness that hides in the light, and it's laughable. She put up a fight. The door's always open, it's only a matter of time. Oh, now I'm ready to be. Face the left screen. You should know that I'm clean. Watching out when I'm so clean. I'm ready to be. Face the left screen. 'Cause I know that you're worth me.
Broken hearts everywhere, from stepping on up, we don't care. Somebody tell me what we gon' do. Even though it's plenty to share, people hungry in the streets, it ain't fair. But you don't think about it until it's you. Now I'm gonna say how I feel and what I want. want to say is love, the only thing that's real. I won't tell you what to do. Just believe the love's the only thing we have that's true. 'Cause love is the answer. It's the answer to the questions in your mind. Love is the answer. It's the answer. If you're looking, you will find. The answer is love. Yes, it is. The answer is love. Say it again. The answer is love. I'm telling you now. Friends nowhere to be found to help you when you are down, but you know that you're the one to blame. We know what's wrong from what's right. Nobody wins in a fight, but still we play the game. And I'm gonna say how I feel, and what I want to say is love, the only thing that's real. I won't tell you what to do. Just believe the love, the only thing that's real and true. Hey, love is the answer. It's the answer to the questions in your mind. Love is the answer. If you're looking, it's the answer you gon' find. Love is the answer. It's the only thing that everybody needs. Love is the answer. It's the only thing that makes us truly free. Just look around the whole wide world. So many beautiful things to see. Take my hand and come along. Spread some love with me. Love is the answer. It's the answer to the questions in your mind. Love is the answer. If you're looking, it's the answer you gon' find. Love is the answer. It's the only thing that everybody needs. Love is the answer. It's the only thing that makes us truly free. The answer is love. The answer is love. Yes, it is. The answer is love. I say it again. The answer is love. The answer is love. Come on now. The answer is love. Yes, it is. The answer is love. I say it again. The answer is love. The answer is love. The answer is love.
Good afternoon, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay? All right. First and foremost, well, thank you all for coming. And I'd like to thank the HVAC crew for their gracious offering of this as a venue, giving us the space to gather in. For those of you who don't know, Charlie worked here. This was basically his second home and his second family. He spent 12 years, over 12 years here, and it just made sense to do things here. And we really appreciate HVAC for doing as much as they did, the whole crew. This fine podium we got here, this is happens to be Charlie's toolbox. Of course, also I'd like to thank everyone else who's here. We've got family from up the street. We've got family from out of town, family from out of state. We got a live feed to relatives in other countries right now. And we just really appreciate all of you that have helped and supported us. I think I speak for the rest of my family when I say that we greatly appreciate everything that you guys have done for us. Chuck never liked crowds much. He really didn't like crowds at all. You guys are laughing like you probably knew that. But this right here, these people that are here now, this is the type of crowd he would have been okay with. So even though we're here to recognize the passing of our beloved friend, family member, brother, we just as importantly are here to remember his greatness and reflect on the positive impact he's had on all of our lives. Whether you knew him as Chuck, Charlie, Charles, whether he was your friend, coworker, your cousin, son, brother, or acquaintance, we're all here to smile and hug. Laugh and cry, tell stories, listen to stories, eat and drink. We're here to celebrate his life and remember how he made ours a little better. Bob.
Well, it's not your birthday or Christmas, but you can still have a happy Mary, or maybe Mary's happy. I don't know, you'd have to ask her. That being said, I'd like to clarify. That was the opener from a letter I once received from Charlie, and was typical of his sense of humor. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for coming. We're here today to remember and celebrate the life of Charles Socha, who left us entirely too soon. This last week and a half has been a blur of tears and disbelief for everyone. It's been so much easier to accept being here in Alaska unexpectedly with family and friends than to face the reality that my little brother is gone. Charles Stephen Socha passed away unexpectedly in his home on Tuesday, February 9th. Chuck may have been best known by his gruff persona, along with a heart of gold. He was fiercely loyal to his friends and held his family above all else. Always the first to lend a helping hand, he put others' challenges ahead of his own and did whatever he could to make a positive difference. And despite his own harsh views of the world, he had an unwavering desire to see the best for the people he cared about. Chuck was a hardworking man who did not believe in shortcuts, nothing compared to a job well done in his eyes. On the other hand, he relished the little moments and gems of life that most of us so often take for granted or don't see in the first place. He spent much of his time immersed in music, focused on the words or melodies that spoke to his mood or different situations. His wry wit and sense of humor kept the ones closest to him laughing and guessing constantly. He was a pillar of support and friendship for so many over the years. His presence will be sorely missed. Charlie had become famous in part due to his cheesesteak sandwiches. There are two types of people in this world, those that have experienced his cheesesteaks and those that have not. There's not many people here today that haven't experienced one. Every May there is a home brew event called the Big Brew Day. This time last year, the plans were starting to take place, and I asked Chuck if he'd come hang out with us in Ozark. Ideas kept getting bigger like they often do, and I asked if he'd be up for cooking cheesesteaks while I was brewing. His answer was, "It's a date." He arrived in Missouri a day before the event. We picked up Chelsea from the airport, hit Arby's for lunch, and spent the rest of the afternoon meticulously slicing meat, onions, and mushrooms. He was in charge, and he had a plan. I had been messaging him prior to the brew day, coming up with plans and ideas, and I asked him for the purpose of logos and name continuity if he was going by Chuck's Cheesesteaks. His response was golden. So, golden cheesesteaks? Golden cheesesteaks. There was no hesitation, no doubt, no, this is what I was thinking, what do you think? This was a man that had taken the time to think about it and had made a decision. The gravity of this moment didn't really hit me until later. Charlie has always been very comfortable being the sidekick, the backup, the sous chef, the man behind the scenes. He seemed content hanging out in the shadows. But slowly, we started seeing a change in him. He started recognizing his talents, and he finally started recognizing his own worth. I remember him telling me about his job here at HVAC. Most of the time, I had no idea what he was talking about, but I was giddy listening because he was giddy about it. He enjoyed the problem solving and having the opportunity to learn the new equipment. I was absolutely amazed at some of the pictures of projects he was working on. He was proud of it, he felt like he was part of a team, and he was really starting to shine. He found a sense of purpose and satisfaction in the work that he was doing and in being a part of this family. And make no mistake about it, he considered the crew here at HVAC his brothers. Charlie worked at a gold mine years ago with the Wolf family. I always loved the stories he told because it was true Alaskan mountain man tales of bear encounters and endless Alaska views and broken mining equipment. However, he never once showed a sense of gold fever. He was there for his friends, and that was it. I remember him telling me about getting paid for the season in gold nuggets and how he shrugged and said he didn't even need to be paid for his help, that he was just happy to be at the top of the world with friends doing real work. I think every member of our family has a gold nugget that he helped pull from the earth. My wife is wearing one right now. At this point, Chuck would shrug and probably say, "I know, to make a long story longer." May 2nd, 2015, Golden Cheesesteaks owned the Big Brew Day in Ozark, Missouri. He helped pack up kettles and kegs and buckets and bars and loaded gallon Ziploc bags of sliced beef, veggies, and horseradish cheddar into coolers. He donned his aviators and his turkey blind-approved 7-day scruff hat with the custom spider tack and made magic happen. While I was brewing, he was cooking cheesesteaks for folks on a tiny propane camp stove set up on the tailgate of a pickup truck. We have this wonderful picture of him kicked back against the fence, enjoying a sunbeam, sipping an Ozark Howler homebrew, and smoking a lovely Hoyo de Monterey cigar. He was happy, he was at peace, and it was a wonderful day. His vacation in Missouri last year was extended a couple extra days due to storm and canceled flights. We spent a glorious, unexpected Monday together. He made alder smoked meatballs for the first time. He decided then, on a self-proclaimed perfect day, that he was going to make meatball subs for the 2016 Brew Day. I don't know what's in store for Brew Day now, but I do know his presence will be sorely missed. Whether he was bending sheet metal for ductwork, folding tacos at Taco Bell, or mining gold near the Alaskan-Canadian border, packing speakers or kegs for a gig, chopping veggies and meat for cheesesteaks, or just hanging out listening to music, his unique personality brought so much depth and love to all of our lives. Gold comes out of this earth tarnished, pitted, and rough, but its value is immeasurable. Charlie was golden. Charlie is golden. I can't accept that he is gone because we each carry a nugget of who he was with us. He wouldn't say goodbye. He would say, "To be continued."
We're going to start a little slideshow up here and open the mic if anyone else would like to come up and share a memory or a story. It's here if you want it. Otherwise, we got slideshow going, and probably here in about 15 minutes we'll start serving up some food.
Just drove off, sometimes life's a king. I ran my mouth off a bit too much of what did I say? Well, you just laughed it off, it was all okay. And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on anyway. Well, I think to make you took every last time with that scam. It was worth it just to learn some slide again. That news comes don't you worry, when it lands. Good news will work its way to all them plans. We both got fired on exactly the same day. Well, we'll float on, good news is on the way. And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on, okay. And we'll all float on, alright, alright. and up a bit too heavy. We'll all float on. Alright, already. We'll all float on. Alright, already. We'll all float on. Okay, don't worry. We'll all float on. Even if things get heavy, we'll all float on. Alright, already. We'll all float on. Alright, don't you worry, we'll all float on. We'll all float on. Worship the ground, barely walk on. You give of yourself, but your angels are gone. Deny your body screaming, but your heart and your soul they're bleeding. Just to fall asleep is a godsend until your demons appear again. I am a witness to your demise. Your biggest secret is one you can't keep. Lift up your head if you're only asleep. You try to hold on to reason. Why can't you see that you're leaving? My love for you knows no distance, but it can't fight your resistance. I am a witness to your demise. I am the one who saw through the lies. Give me the one thing you can't give. Take me to the Black Lodge where you live. Give me the one thing you can't give. Take me to the Black Lodge where you live. Now your body's screaming, but your heart and your soul they're bleeding. Just to fall asleep is a godsend until your demons appear again. I am a witness to your demise. I am the one who saw through the lies. My love has always been blind. Give me the one thing you can't give. Take me to the Black Lodge where you live.
to the black logs where you lay.
Once again, thanks everybody for being here. Obviously, there's a lot of food back there. We'd love it if you hung out and had some drinks, shared some stories, ate some food. Help yourself whenever you're ready. Please be sure to check out some of the pictures too.
Things we'll never see again. All that we have amassed sits before us, shattered into ash. These are the things.
My three partners in crime, whether it was frozen mud I discovered on the front and back steps at 3 a.m. and then couldn't yell at anybody because they had covered the steps to catch Easter Bunny tracks, or whether it was a bedroom that would been entirely booby trapped because somebody was waiting for a tooth fairy. And I told their dad, I said, you go take care of it. They're your sons. But I'd like to thank all of the family and friends that are here today to celebrate his life with us, and to the many friends and family who couldn't make it today. We appreciate it all. Thank you.
Well, I had the pleasure of working with Charlie for the last 10 or so years. He was a real good friend of mine. I thought, you know, I was his boss, but I really never needed to be. You know, everybody was. You could always depend on him, is what I'm trying to say. You know, if ever you needed anything done inside of work or outside of work, it didn't matter. And I know that. He always had a gruff look, but that's just how his face was. So you kind of got used to it. It's all right. Yeah, you get used to him. You know, I don't know if anybody here has ever heard Gem of the Day from him, but he'd come out and show us something that he'd seen or someone sent to him, and you know, I really always did brighten up your day. If Charlie was happy, you know, you were happy. If Charlie wasn't happy, well, you went around and did your thing, and then Charlie was happy again. So, long story short, I'm really going to miss the guy, and it's good to see all these faces here because, hey, you guys loved him as much as I did.
When loneliness came and you were away, oh, they told me nothing new, but I love to read the words you use. These are the things we lost in the fire, fire, fire. These are the things we lost in the fire, fire, fire.
I've known Charlie for about 15 years now. I worked with Charlie for 2 or 3 summers on Fort Wainwright with J.D. Spence at RJE Builders. And just kind of want to tell you guys a story about Charlie's sense of humor. He was an awesome guy. we were working on base one day, and this is, yeah. It's kind of inappropriate, but at the same time, you'll understand Charlie's sense of humor. It was Charlie, exactly. He was bent over, and he was vacuuming. We were working construction, so it's a bunch of guys, so we were joking around. And he's bent over, vacuuming, and I was like, God damn, Charlie, if I didn't have a woman, I'd make you mine. He turned around, he stood up, he looked me right in the eyes, and he's like, Will, I bet your would look so big in my tiny little hands. And I died laughing. And for the rest of the summer, that was the joke. That was the joke about his tiny little hands. And like I said, I've known Charlie for about 15 years. So for about the last 10 years, every time I seen him, hey, what's up, tiny hands? And he just looked right at me, and he smiled. And that was the kind of guy that Charlie was. And I'll never forget that. I'll never forget him. And, you know, right now, I'd like us all to raise our glasses. Everybody's got a glass in their hands. Raise it up. This one's to Charlie. Never above you, never below you, always right beside you, brother. We all love you. Rest in paradise.
Hey, my name's Dan Risto. I was the family down the road from the Sochas. My older brother, Eric Risto, would like ride his bike over and go play with Bob, Dan, and Charlie. And I was the little brother that would tag along. But basically, as a little kid, Charlie was the first Charlie I ever met. And that more or less imprinted on me that Charlie was a good word. And, you know, that's basically going to be true for the rest of my life. So just, he was such a good person, you know, he's having that ripple effect. And just like a real quick little side flashback story, you know, I'm a little kid, like whatever, 10 years old, and Charlie's got this book that he's been drawing these like fighting robots in. And as a 10-year-old, that's really cool because like you've got these skills you want to be good at, like drawings up there. And you know, I'm watching him. I'm like, you know, someday I'll be as good as you. And he looks over at me, and with total seriousness, he's like, no, you won't. Like, you know. And then that was that. You know, there wasn't like, oh, I'm just joking. It's like, no, don't even get your hopes up. So, and more recently, my brother, you know, you fast forward now, more present time, he just got married, and Charlie was involved. And just like everyone else, I'll testify to his character. He was always willing to help, and it was never like, you know, he didn't time it out for when everything else was done. He'd be like, oh, can I help with chairs after everything's set up? No, he was always there, and he meant it. And I'm gonna wrap it up before I start getting emotional.
Okay. A little side note here. Last year, Chuck started working with Alex Olson, actually, and he was stamping out tags for every single dog that raced in the Yukon Quest. So he got into that gig last year, and this year he just voluntarily took on the project again. And for every dog running the race, it gets a little metal tag that has the race year, the dog number. I'm not sure what all information's there, but every single letter, number, digit, it all has to be hand stamped in there. And Charlie actually did every single tag for the race this year. So there's a whole bunch of dogs out there with tags made by Charlie, and we think that's we think it's pretty cool, and it's something worth mentioning. Anybody else like to say a word?
Thank you. Hi, my name is Val Dewey, and I have known Vicki and Bill Socha for over 40 some odd years. And Vicki and I kind of raised our children at the same time. And these guys never bloody learned how to house clean. I would go out to Vicky's and Bill's and, have a hot dog and a root beer, and they always had their beer. But, that's because I could never drink this stuff because I was too wild on it. But I did a little bit, didn't I, back in those days? But anyways, I just know that these three boys, they have always been in my heart. And I've watched them over the years grow up. And I have, often been marveled by Bill and Vicky's marriage because it lasted. Because my family, we were all born and raised up on Snob Knob and Beatnik Hill, which is Chena Ridge back in the day. And of course, my family, has been here as long as Vicky and Bill's family. So I just know that, watching the boys grow up and seeing, how they've turned out has been phenomenal, considering back in the early days in this state, there was a lot of home brew, a lot of marijuana, a lot of, cronies, you didn't go that far back. But, there definitely was a lot to be desired in a sense of us as kids growing up here. And these photographs absolutely just pleased me because it is the true style, Alaskan living style, in the sticks, in the woods, with the fires, with the homebrew, and with integrity, and most of all with, the family dynamics of sticking together and loving one another no matter what happens. And a lot has happened up here in this state in many, many years. And Vicki and Bill and I and their family, we've seen it, and we've seen a lot of change. But I'm very, very saddened by your loss. And I quite don't get it sometimes because I have a son the same age as Vicky's son, and he's unfortunately mentally ill. And he's still alive. But I still get these calls about screaming on the phone at me about, I want to kill myself. And so it's just, I don't understand. And it just is amazing to me what life throws at you. So I really, really love you both, all of you. And just, I pray that everybody has a healthy family. So thanks.
With the lamp shades on fire and the lights go out, the room lit up and we ran about. Well, this is what I really call a party now. Let's jump our cars to the next town. With the lamp shades on fire and the lights go out. This is what I really call a party now. Well, the fear makes us really, really run around. This one's done so well tonight. Our eyes like that we have no shame at all. But you won't know what I'm talking about. Shape of my eyes fall to the ground. So I can't look surprised right now. Back up again, head to the next place where we'll make the same mistakes. Burn it up, or just chop it down. This one's done so well tonight. We're all going, we're all going. With the lamp shades of fire and the lights go out. This is what I really call a party now. Well, fear makes us really, really run around. This one's done pushing all. But you won't know what I'm talking about. The room not simple, we're still dancing around. Well, having fun, having some fun now. Back up again, but to the next place where we'll make the same mistakes. Open one up, let it fall to the ground. Fire out the door when they're all on top. Where I'm going, where I'm going. We have spawns and mountains with each thing will throw stones on this is how it's all gone. This is how it's gonna go. Well, what human race, we're gonna party out in this place and then move on. Tough luck, we'll kill you all and then make a clone. Yeah, we got spines, yeah, we have bones. This is how it's always gone. This is how it's gonna go. Our soft feelings and you hurt. All we want you to do the work. Our asses grace out these jeans. Well, we want just like water clean. This is how it's always been, and this is how it's gonna be. So you can move on. So you know, better find another one, 'cause this one's done. Waiting for the magic of the sound to explode. Push, 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 pull us up. Spend some time floating out in space. Find another planet, make the same mistakes. Some minds all shadow when we come aboard. Hoping for the scientists to find another door.
You gotta know, I'm feeling loved, made it gold. I never loved another one, another you. It's gotta be love, I said it. You gotta know, I'm feeling love. You gotta know, I'm feeling